There's a website every parent needs to see as our kids head back to school. Find out how safe are your children. Family Watchdog founder joined me in studio to explain why he is dedicating his life to child safety. Well, whether or not you have heard of his website and what it offers, one thing is certain. By the end of this interview, FamilyWatchdog.us will be your family's best friend. Steve Roddel, the president and CEO of FamilyWatchdog.us, is in studio with us, and thank you so much for joining us, Steve.
Well, thanks for having me, Heather. Appreciate it.
And this is a topic that I think a lot of people don't like to always talk about, but it's so important, and that's, of course, children being molested and knowing where these sexual predators are, and that's, of course, the whole basis of your website.
Exactly.
And tell me a little bit about what FamilyWatchdog.us is.
It's a website where we go and we collect information from all of the Megan's Lost sites from all the states in the United States, and we present that information to people in the form of a map. So you can go in, and it's a free service. You go in, you just type in an address, a city name, a state, or a zip code rather, and we'll present you back with a map that shows where the sex offenders in that area live. You can then click on those dots and get information about the offenders. So you can get photos, you can get the address where they live, you can get the convictions that they were, things they were convicted of.
So a lot more than really you can see on Megan's Law. I know that kind of just gives you the dot of where they're located.
Sure.
So this is a little bit more information.
Right.
And you were telling me that this was something that you did on your own, mainly because when you went to look yourself, you found out there was somebody close by.
Right. In my own case in Indiana, if you remember back to last year when Jessica Lunsford was taken and killed by her neighbor, I went out to my Indiana registry and did a search and wasn't able to find anybody, and came to find out that I had someone that was 600 feet from my back door that I couldn't locate because the state had misspelled the street name when his information was entered. And so looking at that and just looking at how unusable the Megan's Law information was, we decided to go out and create this site where people would be able to go out, enter their address, rather than trying to search for offenders. I want to know what's around me.
Right, and your kids.
And my kids.
And you were also telling me about your cell phone, that this is something that, technology is advancing. That's your background, technology, which is one reason that you've been able to do this very, intensive site. But how are we going to see some changes? Sure.
Well, what we've done is here with our cell phone, we've actually created the FamilyWatchdog.us mobile application. So you can go in with any web-enabled cell phone, and you'll be able to do searches and find offenders that are in your area. And again, as with our web-based product, it's completely free. So anybody can go in and they can do searches and find potential threats to their families.
And really the only thing you can do as a parent and as a neighborhood, like you said, is to protect
Absolutely.
your kids. I mean, that's the only defense that we have, and that's what FamilyWatchdog.us does. And thank you so much for coming on our show. I think it's a wonderful message to get out, and every parent needs to check it out.
Oh, thanks. And again, we appreciate coming.